Hi, it's Faye. I just filmed my first cooking show last night with my grocery list. So this time I thought I'm already back to my normal job and doing life again, have practices tomorrow, all that good stuff. So I thought, what better way than to start my recipes with the very first thing I was allowed to cook freely in my mother's kitchen, and that was spaghetti. So going back in the day, very basics. I used to just make a red tomato sauce, like what we would call a marinara sauce, without any meat or any tomatoes or veggies. So I still love that sauce dearly, and so I will make that today. A good thing about that sauce is it then saves well and turns into my base sauce for if I make calzones or Stromboli. That's what we dip in, and that saves in the refrigerator well. So then this is now established. This sauce will then have established some meals in the future for me, making my life a little easier. And then for my spaghetti noodles, I only use whole wheat noodles, and I just boil a pack of those and eat off those. We can make a stir fry out of that later in the week, easy peasy. We can do lots of different things using those noodles. So I go ahead and boil an entire box of pasta for just the little family that I have, and then the leftovers go into other meals for us. Good stuff. Okay, so just very quickly, I'm going to show you what I do for my sauce. Again, I try to get organic tomato sauce when possible, but just the basic tomato sauce, no other ingredients. And sometimes I don't have the organic, and I usually get the store brand, and because that's life too. And then I'm gonna put the spices on it now, but at this point usually I would have this on the stove top and be stirring it and then letting it cook continuously as the noodles boil. So for this sauce, I always put my ingredients in, or my spices in the order of which I use the most of. So this is my plain garlic, and I add a lot of that. We keep vampires away in our house. Following that, I then use basil leaves, quite a bit of that, and then a similar amount of oregano. I've recently started to love oregano more because of a Greek salad I make and because of Mexican food. And then I put chili piquin, the least amount of that in, but I do like things spicy, so I would add more on my own. Okay, and then some salt, which usually the can does have some salt, but we like salty sauce.
So this is how it looks.
Sorry. I'm gonna put this on a medium heat until it gets boiling, and then I'm gonna go lower and just let it simmer as I cook my noodles. And then to elevate this meal a little bit, because I have matured, I'm no longer in 4th grade cooking in the kitchen on a stool. I'm going to saute strips of carrot and strips of onion in some olive oil until they get all nice and caramelized and delicious, and then that goes on the side of this. So it's a vegetarian, easy, quick, 10-minute meal. You got this, people. And then I'm gonna get my water boiling, and then I'm gonna cut some veggies. Okay, lesson learned from being a settler or homesteader or Laura Ingalls Wilder or whatever everybody else makes fun of me for being. I'm not offended by it. So funny, so funny. Anyway, this is not a bad carrot. It's a little bit old, but it'll cook up well, and actually it's easier to cut now. And you can continue using carrots and root vegetables through the winter, and we don't have to be intimidated by small things like a little discoloration. Chop that sucker off and use it. Like, don't be scared of your produce. There are some things that go bad, definitely. So we'll chop some of these carrots and some onion now. Put some olive oil and some butter in it. I'm gonna cut these carrots up with some onion and saute those. I love olive oil. We knew this already. Just don't be intimidated by it, like, whatever. Put it on a salad. Start sauteing some veggies like these. Easy peasy. And I'm like not good at this. I'm not good at this. But the food tastes good, so cool. Okay, I hear my water starting to boil for my noodles. That means my sauce is getting hot too. Gonna check on those. So these carrots will cook up a little slower than the onions, so I'm not mad about putting these on the burner before the onion. I'm gonna get these going, check on them in a little bit. Here's what we're working with. Box of whole wheat spaghetti. Box of whole wheat spaghetti is like $1.50, maybe, if that. When it's right in front of your face. Oh my gosh. My dad would be so mad. Got our water going. We're sauteing some carrots in some olive oil. About to add some onion strips. My battery's about to die. Whoops. And got this sauce simmering. And we'll serve that up in a bit. Okay, so now we are done. This is how it looks. Noodles cooked for approximately 9 minutes-ish. Sauce is nice and simmered together with flavors. These caramelized. I got a FaceTime call from a very good friend, cousin, and kind of lost track, but they aren't too bad. Actually, they're gonna be delicious because I like the burnt. It's nice and caramely. All right, there we go. So beautiful. Just kidding, not really. Hey guys, that's it for tonight. I hope you enjoy this meal. Here's a few different ways you can serve it. Have fun and experiment and get to know your own tastes and preferences. The recipe's down below. Thanks for watching. Much love.